Namaskaram, hello, welcome to Cinephile India. In this video, I'm going to review a new Kannada movie released last week called Agnyathavasi. Now, you see, there is no shortage of thriller movies in Indian cinema, obviously, especially from the Malayalam industry, and we've been watching a lot of thrillers every year. However, every now and then, there comes a thriller that not only thrills you from a suspense or investigation point of view or a mystery point of view, but also pulls you into the character and gives the actors who are playing the characters a lot of scope to perform. And one of those movies last year I loved was Kishkinda Kandam from the Malayalam film industry, and this year it's Agnyathavasi. I loved the movie, and let's discuss why. And before we discuss, just a small request. I am very close to getting 1,000 subscribers, so please subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed yet, and please do share this video so that I get more subscribers, so I can get motivation to do a lot more videos like this one. Now, let's get into the details of Agnyathavasi. Agnyathavasi is a story that happens in a small village in Karnataka where there hasn't been a crime in 25 years. So much so that when the sub-inspector of that particular police station in that village tells one of his constables about a particular IPC section, Indian Penal Code section, the constable jokingly says that, is it IPC? Does that mean instant prasadam counter or something like that? It sounds silly, but it has its purpose. It actually very cleverly establishes the kind of setup that they are living in and what they have to deal with eventually later when the story slowly evolves into a murder investigation. Now, the sub-inspector that I just mentioned is played by Rangayana Raghu, who terrifically performed in this role, and I'm sure this is going to go down as one of his best performances lately. And besides him, there is Sharath Lohithaswa also played a very major role in that, and there are other supporting cast. And this is one of those movies, as I mentioned, it not only thrills you, but also gives each and every actor a lot of scope and a lot of depth to perform. And I must say, each and every actor has done a tremendous job in their own right. I think this is one of those movies where I felt the writing could have been better, especially in the climax where one of the characters somehow figures out how a crime was done by a particular person. I'm not going to reveal anything in this review. But even then, I think the actors did their job so well that you forget all those shortcomings in the writing. You are instantly connected to each and every character. You feel their emotions. When the character is crying, you feel it. You feel sad for the things that are happening in the movie. And thankfully, this is not one of those thrillers where it relies on sexual assault. Actually, it goes much deeper into human emotions, mental trauma, stress, anxiety, helplessness. It's all done in a very subtle manner, and that is the beauty of this movie. Now, the writing could have been better, as I said. The screenplay goes in a very non-linear fashion. It kind of juggles back and forth, like last month and today, yesterday, 25 years ago, today, last month. So it kind of juggles back and forth quite a bit. But I think what kept me engaged was not only the actors' performances, but also editing. Editing was really done well, so that even if, usually when this kind of back and forth happens in the screenplay, there is a scope for disconnect. What is going on? Like some confusion. There is scope for confusion all the time. However, here there is absolutely no confusion. That's how good the editing was. It was slick, to the point, and it never dwells on a particular scene unless it's absolutely necessary. So that is what kept me engaged. Now, it's not your typical suspense thriller where you are at the edge of the seat every moment thinking who might the killer be, but you kind of would be able to guess who the killer is and what's going to happen here. and you are taken along the journey. You discover every step of the way along the course of the movie. However, the true motivations and intentions of why the killer actually committed that crime is where the beauty of this movie lies. I absolutely enjoyed the movie. I highly recommend everybody to watch this movie, Agnyathavasi, in theaters. Please don't miss it. We rarely get Kannada movies in the US, and I make sure I make it a point every time there is a Kannada release in the US, I go and watch it. And I'm not disappointed with this movie. I came out totally satisfied. This is one of those movies where I didn't want to get up from my chair. I just wanted to take it in, until the end credits have completely rolled. And that is how impactful the movie was on me. So I hope you like the movie. If you watch the movie, how do you like it? Please do comment on it. And as I said, please help me get 2,000 subscribers. If this is the first time watching video on my channel, please do consider subscribing. And if you like the video, please like the video. I'll see you again in another video. And until then, take care.